Vacay J beats.
Lean away. Lean away, the great. Lean away. Lean away to the great. From Southside stories to the Emmy stages, bright light. Wrote her own script, then she rewrote the whole damn night. Trailblazing pen, put the culture on the shoulders. Every project touching gold as she gets bolder. From acting on the screen to running the whole show. Hillman grab vision, making timeless legacies grow. Lean away, the great. Lean away for the great. Lean away. Lean away. Hey. Lean away for the great. Wait, seasons deep in the streets with the child. Executing greatness as the numbers climb high. From the plays to the scripts, feature films on the scene. An unstoppable force, an executive queen. Changing up the industry, breaking down the gate. Bow down to the icon. Lean away. Lean away for the great. Lean away. Lean away.
You created the longest running ensemble cast of Black actors that has ever been on
television. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, we are now here for what you've been waiting for. It's your boy Vacay Jay. And I have in the building the executive producer, Emmy Award winning. Look. She ran for mayor and she was a radio host in her own show. We love her. She's amazing. She's a one of one. Let's bring her on. Your man Vacay, I told you she was coming. She's here. She, as promised. LENA WAITHE, the great, is in the building. What's good?
You're the first person to give me my own theme music over this song. That is like, that's hard. Real talk got a lot to live up to after this.
Yes,
I gotta come dark at some point. Like, but damn, you okay? I see you, brother. I appreciate you, man. That was beautiful. Yeah. I appreciate that.
I'm glad you like it. It's all for you. I worked real hard on that one right there. And bam, I'm gonna send it to you. You're getting all of this stuff, all right?
Let's go. Again, look at you got a poster from me. You got a hat. You got so much stuff. You like, I got this something. I got to step up.
Absolutely. It's only right. You know what I'm saying? We got to give you your flowers. I
appreciate that.
And the fam is in the building. They're in the audience. Fam. We are live. LENA WAITHE in the building, fam. You see, she's here. So fam. We're going to get to it because I only got a little bit of time and she's doing a whole lot, which I appreciate. I appreciate you for that, for real, bro. I appreciate you. All right, so first off, my mama would kill me if I don't ask this question. How are you feeling?
Oh, that's such a sweet thing. Give your mom my love. I'm feeling grateful, always in a space of gratitude. I'm feeling good because, you know, for the most part, I would say, like, I think 80% of the people are happy with it.
Yeah.
And that's always a good feeling. When Black folks are happy with you, just relish in it because it don't last long. But no, the community, I think, feels seen, they feel cared for, they feel held, and they feel triumphant. And I think that's what I wanted. I really kind of tried to step into y'all's shoes. I hear, I listen, I watch, I know. Y'all know I do. That's what I love. I love that y'all, when y'all say something, I sometimes would incorporate it into the show or let a character kind of say the thing that I know y'all were going to say. So there's a bond there between us. And so I think I really wanted y'all to feel seen and wanted y'all to feel heard with the last episode. And by doing that, people that maybe don't do recaps, people that aren't as like tapped in with me, I think felt like, oh, it was almost as if you guys helped me land the plane. And so you guys can be proud of the ending as well.
Man, that it's good to know because I felt like you were listening. Because I said it on a couple of my lives. I was like, yo, I know she's listening to me. I think she listening specifically to me. And again, thank you for the crown. I call this the shot crown. This is the shot crown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think this is a one-on-one, right? This is okay.
Absolutely. It is. You be getting the exclusive. Because I appreciate the work that you put in, the time, the energy. Who's your girl? Is it Nell? Who's your girl? Who you do?
Nels, that's right. Nels, shout out to
Nell,
Nels,
Nell,
Shade in the
shout out to
city.
Nell.
She in the
I know
building.
she said she gave it an 8, maybe like an 8.5. You know, I think
Okay.
she wanted Tiff to go down or something. I don't know. She
Yeah,
wanted
she
Roz
did.
to pop up. But I appreciate all the feedback. You know, it's really beautiful, and art is subjective. So everybody ain't gonna like it, but everybody not supposed to like it. If everybody likes my thing, I always get nervous. I'm like, that means y'all give me a pass.
Got you. Gotta have
Yeah.
some feedback. Gotta have some feedback.
Always.
Okay. I'm gonna
Yeah.
play something for you.
Okay.
And I want to get your feedback on this. You've probably seen it before, but I just want your feedback here with the fam and the Vacay fam. I'm gonna play it real quick.
I've seen y'all grow from day one. Y'all futures are brighter than the sun, man.
Your heart, bro. You got a heart for people. Love and appreciate y'all, and y'all don't know how much like y'all have like helped me.
Appreciate that, broski. Appreciate that.
Love y'all. Love you too, bro.
I love y'all.
Lena, this is your fault. So I be crying. You made us meet each other, and now we have to leave each other.
Being able to work under her, you know, back in the day, it was like a thing to work with Spike Lee. And it's like Lena is that person now.
She took her gift and her journey and her responsibility and allowed us to live out our gifts and our journeys and our responsibilities. And it's just really, it's a really, really special thing that I know that we're all grateful for.
You gotta get me going. You gotta get me going. No, with Shaman, first of all, I did see that. I have to see it before they release it. And that got me. I was like, Shaman, it's very, it's tough. I don't think I've ever seen Shaman cry. And when he was like acting, doing it, not for real. But that got me when I saw that because these young folks have really leaned on each other, have grown up together. And they count on each other a lot. You know, being on set and dealing with all the things that they have to deal with is they need each other. And I really am, you know, Shaman knows, and his mom, I've been very much a part of his life, and all of them. It's just crazy. They're like my little bros. And so to see him feel comfortable enough to get emotional, I think makes me really proud because I think it means that he knows he can be himself. He can be emotional in that moment. Everybody was emotional on that last day. Okay, all the dudes, big dudes, everybody was getting emotional. And so I'm just really grateful for that they know it's a safe space and they can just sort of be themselves. Burgundy, I'm not surprised Burgundy be letting the tears roll all the time. We were texting and we're just forever bonded, forever connected. And I'm grateful for this family that we've created.
Yeah, you definitely wedged a space in our heart. And with all sincerity, you really have changed a lot of our lives.
Wow.
As far as the way we look at things.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, number one, you gave us the great aerial shots of the shot. Now I feel like I know the shot. That's number one.
Yeah.
But to bring these characters to life, like to take it from idea to paper to execution and to actually touch us, you got something. And that's why we're like, no, don't take it away. You can't take this away from us because we need this like every Thursday night. Myself speaking, I'm just ready. I'm like, okay, what's going to happen next? What's she going to do next? I hope she heard me. So,
always listening. Always. The whole breakdown. You got the pictures up and you doing it. Yeah. Talking to people.
Yes. And you just really touched us. Yeah.
That means a lot to me. And I, like I said, I was watching your last one.
Yeah.
That one you was doing on your own, but like when you said that I helped you see things differently, and particularly, you know, my straight Black brothers, you know, y'all open up your hearts and minds to people who love differently, who walk through the world in a different way than you do, challenging the idea of gender roles. You know, I really was like, how do I do this proposal with Emmy and Keisha? And I was like, I want Keisha to have to be active in this and to not look how it always looks. And so I was like, what if they propose to each other and level that playing field? And it started a conversation. You know, people were like, well, ain't the man supposed to? And I'm like, well, says who? Says
Right.
who? I'm a person who has a duality in the world. And so the idea of gender and what a man is supposed to do and what a woman is supposed to do, I don't subscribe to it. And so I'm always challenging that. And that challenges the audience, particularly men, particularly straight Black men. They're saying, wait, no, I'm supposed to be the head of the household. And even for Keisha to say to Emmett, like he's like, well, who's driving the car? Both of us. How we do that? And I think these are conversations that people may be afraid to have, don't think they can have. And I just want to make sure everybody knows, like, you can have it. And even like the sex talk scene was so big for us. Yeah. Robert Townsend directing that. I wanted to have on wax a Black father telling his Black son, like, using the term partner, and him saying, like, why are you saying that? Because I don't want to assume that you're straight. He's like, well, I'm not gay. Okay, just want to make sure you know it's okay if you were. I don't want there to be. And it's just like, that is what the sex talk should look like in 2026 and beyond. And so for us, it's not about preaching, but it's about showing a new way. And I really heard you when you said, like, even though Keisha was talking to Emmett, like, it felt like she was talking to you. And you talking about losing your dad and these things, it really means a lot to me. Like, that's why me watching you is just as significant as you watching the show, because we are in conversation with each other. And I think what's so exciting about what you were saying is look how much our lives can change when we're in dialogue rather than debate, when we're in conversation rather than combat. And there's always, I love when people say, I don't know. I mean, I guess I can see both sides. I guess I can see, I'm like, perfect. And that means we did our job.
You trying to get me.
Yeah, put the shades on. Put the shades on, because the eyeballs getting sweaty. Okay, it's okay. Got the men's circle going.
She trying to get me, fam. The fact that you felt me and heard me, you did it. I've been saying it over and over. You did your thing, because I didn't even know what to expect. When I first started watching 8 seasons ago, I didn't know what to expect. And you like shifted everything and opened that conversation up for us to have that dialogue, to look at it a different way. You did it. Why you? Okay, I gotta get to the next thing.
I'm receiving this, man.
We're gonna go back and forth. We are.
I know. We do this all day.
Thank you for bringing the conversation. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you for bringing our conversations as far as what we say to each other in our homes, our private homes. You brought it to the screen. Yeah. That sex talk and everything. My God. Like, I've never heard a sex talk like that. And you did it.
I know. And we were just like, we got to introduce this.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. We moving right along. It's time. It's time for the Shy alternate universe. Okay. All right. So humor me on this, because right here, I'm gonna show you this. Y'all did your thing on this Essence photo shoot. Y'all looking amazing. Right? But here we are. It's time for the Shy alternate universe. Okay.
Good job. Oh my God. You and your AI like handles. You get the handle.
Yeah, you like the blue, right? See, I got you. I got you, Queen. So here's the question. The question is, in this alternate universe, let's say we don't just have 8 seasons. We get an opportunity to get 10 seasons. Okay? What character or characters would you do more character development and flesh out the character to share more of their story with us?
Okay, this is the alternate universe. I definitely got to go to Atlanta with Bakari, Brittany, and Lene, and the little, little one on the way. For sure. I would want to see what their life is like in Atlanta. That'd be interesting. And also just there's something. I love the idea of Emmett kind of turning into Darnell. He kind of was slowly starting to do that. Like, watching, can you imagine the show? This would be a crazy universe in a world I'm not doing, but imagine you living with Emmett and Keisha long enough to when Devontae is 20 and has a kid or something.
Yeah.
Like Emmett becoming a grandfather Like that would be a crazy thing, but it happens because sometimes there's some young granddads out there. Like Snoop is a granddad, Ti is a granddad. That's the crazy thing. 'Cause if your kid have a kid at like 17, like you grandpappy. So that can be interesting. That's why it's like to me, what would have been interesting is like you get Devontae to, but then the tricky thing is does the cycle get broken because he had the conversation with Devontae. So does Devontae not get a girl pregnant at 17? Or you could do one of the other sons that y'all barely got to see, like Cassius and this and that, like one of them gets a girl pregnant at 17. And then the question becomes, Emmett has to sit with him and go, does she have it? What are we doing? And also Emmett has to say, it ain't your choice. If she wants to have the kid, she can. If she doesn't, But then Emmett freaked out, like, because that conversation with Emmett and Keisha's like, am I going to be a granddad? Keisha's like, you could be. Could be. And Darnell like, welcome to my world, brother. You know what I mean? I just think to me, being in that house with Darnell, Riley, Emmett, Keisha, and all the kids, there's something that's its own Cosby Show, that house. Like, it's just so full. There's so much happening. And I think, it's interesting because Jake and his new girl, like, they could be their own, like, what is it like to be a young couple on the South Side, like trying to figure it out, because we really were trying to explore all these elements around monogamy, what that means. Because the truth is, monogamy does sort of feel old-fashioned these days. And so I wonder if there's something to how do you, I really, it's interesting because I think some people go, why I gotta be open? Are they poly or what's up? But the truth is, as a society, we have to transform, we have to evolve, we have to grow. And I think we still are sometimes stuck in our old ways of like, no, this is how it goes. You find somebody, you get married and that's it. And we know that isn't always going to work for everybody. So I would be curious to see how this young couple would explore that. Those are just some ideas I would kind of play with.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I would love to see it.
And maybe Tiff as a queen pin, you know what I mean? But how Tiff really did become a new Alicia, but also the 3rd generation. Like her mom was in the house, she got the baby, she in there. What is she dating? Like, who is she dating? Because y'all always had an issue with who she was dating. Okay, y'all liked Rob after he got killed. Y'all really like Rob once he was gone. Y'all proved that point. Like nothing, like when you die, everybody gonna love you, Bakari. Don't worry about it. And it's like that's what happened. It was like when Rob left, y'all were just like, he was our guy. What happened? No,
exactly. We were. You're right.
He was so patient, man. He was so chill.
He was. Okay. I'm feeling that. Family, are you feeling? Chime in below. The great Lena Waithe is in the building. You need to add that onto your name. Lena Waithe, the great. I like that.
Ooh, okay. I can't do it. I'll get killed. Y'all can do it. I'm
gonna brag on you. That's what we're doing today. We're giving you your flowers. All right. So Queen, we got to get to the people. The fam loves you. We got to get to the people. Okay. I'm gonna bring up the first question, and that first question comes from my partner, Nels from Shade in the City.
What's up? I like the headshot.
Yeah, she Miss Pretty there, Miss Purdy. All right. And her question here is,
let's see.
Here it is. After 8 years of character growth, why pull the plug now?
No, I hear it. I think to me, because of the love and the overwhelming just support and whether it be Essence, the Ebony, the New York Times piece that came out like yesterday, the day before yesterday, which I'm so honored. I got the hard copy. I have the paper. It's like amazing.
Looking good, Queen.
I appreciate you, bro. I think to me, what that says is this was the right time. We could have gone 2 more seasons. I just feel like, as some people felt like the last 2 seasons thought it was a little struggly, a lot of things what was happening. These next 2, y'all would have been on my head top about, Tiff becoming a queen pin and having to go super violent and like what you gonna do with the kids. It might have gotten repetitive, or it might have gotten too like off the. I just didn't want us jumping the shark. And I know some people are saying no, there was so much story to tell. But I think you want to leave people wanting more. You don't want people to say, oh, is the shot still on? Rather than, why is it going off? I would prefer the latter. I would prefer people trying to hold on rather than, and some people could have, they're like, yo, y'all could have been done in 6 or 5, whatever. And so I think like there's something about 8 seasons, because we are tied with the Cosby Show, that is quite full circle and really amazing to me for obvious reasons in terms of growing up on that show and knowing how significant it was to us. To feel that people are like, oh, damn, we could have won a couple more. And I just sort of feel like we could have, but I don't know if that's what would have been the best for the show's legacy. So I appreciate the ask, but y'all would have been killing me these last 2 seasons just to get to 10, because then it's like, oh, now we're equal to friends, and we're in those conversations. But to be in a conversation to be alongside Cosby Show, like I can't be mad at that.
Can't be mad at all. It's a different world. And
it is a different world, which is coming back this September.
Yeah. Okay.
I know you're supposed to know that. Don't quote me on that.
Okay, got you. All right, we got another statement here from Amanda Marcus Vaughn. He says, phenomenal job on the season of The Chi. I wanted your character, Camille, to return to help patients get Victor, Trig, Rashad out of prison.
What up, DeMarcus? I received that, and some people were curious if I was going to pop up at the wedding or this and that. I just sort of didn't feel the need to be on screen for the last season. You do, for those that know that I'm in there for my voice. I say previously on The Chi. Some people may know that. Some people may pick it up. Those that know. But that was all I wanted. I just wanted the voice to do the last one. We often have actors do it, but I think we kind of had that idea very last minute as we were going into edit. And so I would just give everybody the last previously on The Chi you'd hear ever. And so we thought that was quite fitting. I didn't need to be on screen. I didn't feel the need to do that. I wanted it to be about the cast.
Your attention to detail is incredible.
I appreciate
that. Because I did peep that. Mm-hmm. What you did with Keisha and the dress and everything. I mean, you sort of break that. Man, just
Yeah, we want.
I need more. We need more. Okay. Let me get through these. Let me get through these.
Speaking of, you reminded me. I got to call our costume designer back. She called me, Mercedes. Shout out to her.
Shout out to her. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to everybody. Help me grad. All right. Hope I can get down. All right. DeMarcus says, I wish we had more backstory with Duda and the mother Opal because their relationship was interesting. I love Carl Lumbly, Walter Dion, Berg, Duda, jail scene. I would miss The Chi.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, some people were wondering if there's a word we tell alternate universe where you go back and tell Duda's story. Kind of a little bit like maybe like Raising Kanan. I don't know, but just something where you go back in time and you kind of figure out how he came to be who he was. It's interesting because with the show, with the cast this big, we're not able to tap into every single story as much as we know you guys would like. And there's some stories you guys are more into than others, and we try to listen and hear, but then also kind of boils down to what actors have the time, have the space, have the temperament to be on set. So it's a mix, and I know sometimes people will say, oh, I feel like the storylines are all over the place. The tricky thing is sometimes we'll lose an actor last minute. Sometimes an actor will get especially during COVID, we'll have a whole episode with somebody oh, they got COVID, so they out, and then we have to shift gears and go, okay, we'll bring this person in, we'll do this, or somebody gets a movie or somebody has another opportunity that we don't want to prevent them from taking advantage of. So we'll sometimes have to go back and rejigger things and do stuff, or actors are people, and real life happens behind the scenes, and so we have to adjust to that. So anybody out there that watches TV and wonders what happened or this and that, chances are something behind the scenes, scheduling, somebody got sick, someone had to go do something real fast, or whatever it may be. It's a myriad of things that could have happened. And a lot of times we have to, with the Thanksgiving episode, Kevin was going to come back for that, but then Alex had another opportunity. So we had to rewrite the whole thing the day before. And so sometimes you're feeling us trying to fix stuff in real time, but we also have to be ready for the crew so they can prep. So we are sometimes writing at lightning speed, and we will miss a thing or two or something will happen. But we also want people to understand that's how production works. We are not like an office. We are a place where it's art. It's if something can go wrong, it will. And we're just trying to make the best of it. But we appreciate y'all being entertained regardless.
We appreciate the adaptation and just
we
making moves.
We got to keep our hands on swivel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Preach.
And y'all on point.
I appreciate you. We drop the ball every now and then. We slip up sometimes, but it's TV. That's just sort of what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to make do with what you got, and we pushing every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
My man DeMarcus again. He's on fire with these questions. Lena, did you have Bakari looking like Roland from the Wood with that wig?
Yo, that's a great callback. Which, by the way, Rick Famuyiwa, who directed, didn't Rick Famuyiwa direct The Wood? I think he did.
I think so.
And he directed our pilot. So you know, that's a connection. But here's the deal: I saw the wig in the cut, and I normally will talk shit. I'll talk the most shit. But there was something about it that I wasn't that mad at it. I was like, you know what? I'm not that mad at it. Like it's to me, I looked at it like he's growing his hair out. You know, is he trying to do braids? Like I got my straight backs. Is he
Okay.
trying to lock up? Like I just was, and also I got it. It's tricky because I think the audience at home is gonna feel that, but to me, I was like, I'm not. I was like, I could have. I don't know. I liked it. I was like, I like that they gave him some hair because if he doesn't look like himself, it would not have been, I think, as impactful. And also the internet need a bit of a joke, and so for that to be the what the with this wig, like it's like that's
Right.
classic black television. It's
Let me jump in
classic
there,
black
Queen. Let
television.
me jump in.
Go.
I saw it at first. It was a shock, but I said to myself, "This is what she did. She gave him a crown."
Ooh, come on, talk to him.
So it looks like it. I mean, look, we wore this back in the day, back in the 80s. You know, that's how we was rocking it. Okay. I had one. I used to have one, Queen.
I know you got now you got the MJ look.
You know what I mean? But it's a crown. And he had to look different from where he was.
He had to look
Because he was in a
different.
different place.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
had different. He had to look
Mhm.
different.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I look to me though. I love that we got even more runway because the internet loves a good bit. And
Yes.
like I feel, but and also Ahmad love it. He ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
the internet loves a good bit, loves a good laugh,
Yeah.
and so I couldn't be mad at it. I was like, I'll take it. I'll take it.
All good. Mitchie Music in the building, Vacay VIP member. She says, "We love you, Lena and Jay. Thank you for this interview. Much anticipated." Hey,
Yes.
love, love. Much love, much love. Okay, DeMarcus just going in.
Always in your chats. DeMarcus is the one like tapping
That's my
in.
guy.
She was
That's my
DeMarcus.
guy. Kanitra says, "Love the shot and Vacay J. My only question: why is everyone paying for Tiff's crime except Tiff?"
You know, I think because she has children
Mm.
and young children, very young child, but both her children are young. I think she was more so thinking she may not be the best mom in the world, but she at least would rather be present with them. And
Right.
I think she felt justified as to why she did what she did. And I think Trigg still has a soft spot. Well, Victor, however you decide, has a soft spot for her and just didn't want to see a mother have to go to jail because he knew why she did what she did. And he was a part of why she did what she did. You know, if
True.
he hadn't delivered that information, she wouldn't have known. But I think he did the right thing. And it wasn't even about him trying to get with her. I love that Emmett is like, is this what this is about? Because you trying to, he's like, no, man, it ain't about nothing like that. Like this, she just needs to know. And I think with Reg, you know, Reg wanted to make sure Victor wasn't stuck in there, you know, and I think Reg is like, this is quite believable because he and I were nemesis. And so I think, and Reg really taking it for his brothers more so than Tiff. And also, Tiff has got so much shit over the years from y'all. If anybody deserves an apology and to get off scot-free, it's Tiff, okay? For what she been dealing with, Emmett needed to say sorry.
Yes, you did. Good job, Emmett.
It's like, I've been on you and I'm not doing right by you. And, you know, and she even said, she was like, well, some of it was me. He was like, right, but a lot of it was my shit.
True.
And I wanted to, and, you know, I heard people was kind of saying like the I love you, Tiff, I love you too was a little romantic. I'm like, nah, that to me was very much a grown folk kind of being like, we have a child and we need to show up for each
Right.
other in a real way. And he know what's up. He knew why she had to take Nook out.
He understood.
Yeah,
That's why he had to tell Keisha, like, yo, he took, you know, him out. So she had to do what she had to do. Huh?
my mother, my child. We're gonna just make this work.
We gotta make this work. This one I love. I love your old this. I love this right here. I had to put
Me
the
too.
thing. You killing it, boy. You taking us back, nostalgia, just everything. You had me hooked every week. That season you were just back to back though. Every episode you was killing it. You know.
I was playing with it. I was really just trying to pay homage rather, you know, to these movies that raised me and inspired me to do what I do. And because I've had the same experience as y'all, watching something and just like being immersed and being inspired and talking to people. Because also shout out to the Soul Food, the series that was on Showtime, which we paid some respect to. I just saw Vanessa Williams from Soul Food, the series. There's Vanessa Williams in the movie. Yes. Other Vanessa Williams. And I saw her recently and at an event actually for Children of Blood and Bone. And she was like, I really appreciated you doing that and showing us love. And I was like, absolutely, because I used to watch Soul Food, the series on Showtime and was inspired by it. And I always say there's no Deshaun without Soul Food. Like that series doing what it did on Showtime, and me being able to follow in their footsteps. Shout out to Felicia Henderson, who was the showrunner and the writer of that show as well. Yeah, I just always want to show love because I didn't just come up with this, out of my head. Like I've been inspired by so many other artists to be doing this. I always want to show them so much love and respect. Truly.
Absolutely.
And remind young people to go back and watch this stuff. Go watch Do the Right Thing. Go watch Soul Food. Go watch, Love Jones, all these shows. Cooley High, Dead Presidents. Like, get into all of these shows and these movies.
So another suggestion that came to me from one of my people was they said, ask her, would she be willing to write a book as far as to extend the life of the characters? Have you ever thought about that?
I have thought about that actually, because Luke James said to me, he was like, the series feels like a novel. He said it feels like a novel. And also I thought about it in ways in which, because some people would say, oh, the storylines were like a little jagged. There were certain things I would want to do in a book that I could do and not have to have actors. So I could just say like, okay, we would have done it like this and done that. Yeah. So I'm not against it. The tricky thing is about the ownership of the title and like what that looks like or what that is. I probably make a deal with Disney because they technically own the show. But I have thought about it. But then the tricky thing becomes, for my first book, do I want that to be what I'm doing, where I'm going back to these characters and like doing that versus me writing something that feels like a memoir or a book that's something I always want to help. I always want to be supportive of people and their journey. So that's the tricky thing. But I have thought about it as a way to just be super controlling and be like, okay, well, if there's a way I could just tell these stories exactly the way I wanted to. But then also that may kind of jack up the series for some people.
What you've done before, right?
Right. So I don't know. I've thought about it, but I think I've let that thought go.
Okay.
I have thought about it before. Good question.
So no spinoff.
No spinoff.
Any new shows, projects on the way that we need to look out for?
The thing is, like, what can I say?
Right.
I am currently developing something with Paramount that's about being in your 40s. People know I did a show called 20s. Yes. I'm now in my 40s, early 40s, and so I want to tap into that because my 40s have already been quite interesting. I'm only 42, but so far it's been quite a journey, and I'm evolving every day. And then the other thing is sort of about parasocial relationships. That's all I can really say about that, but it's interesting. And then there was talk, I did kind of let people know, like I found out because my dad died suddenly when I was 14, did not know what the circumstances were. For some reason, when I turned 40, I was curious about what the circumstances were, got the death certificate and discovered that the cause of death was homicide. And that kind of sent me, just as you can imagine, sort of spiraling and kind of figuring out what. And so I was like, oh, as I stood here, right here, looking at it, I said, I feel like I'm in a television show right now. Like, this is insane. And I always take things that are personal to me and say, how can I figure this out? How can I make sense of this? And so, yeah, I was like, what if there's a detective and my father was killed in Vegas. And so like goes to Vegas and tries to dig up this murder and try to understand why would someone would take her dad out and all the rabbit hole that one falls into. So which is like a play on like, maybe we call it Sin City. I don't know. But that I was talking to Paramount about that. And just in terms of like another city where it's like you go to Vegas and what happens there, doesn't always stay. But I thought that could be fascinating. So yeah, that's something I want to play with because it comes from something real. But that's really it. Those are the things and I'm writing a feature right now called Grand Rising, which we're not talking too much about what it's about. Some people can guess or assume, but they still will be surprised. But it's also dealing with gender roles and power and pushing and pulling. But that one is definitely happening. Like when I get off here, which will be in about a couple minutes, I'm going right back into that script because that one is like, that check is in the mail. And so I got to sit down and do that. But that's cool. I love doing features. I'm excited to be writing a feature right now. I think definitely from such a TV head always, but I'm excited to dive into a feature again. And it's such a different muscle though. It's like, okay, hold on. This happens. I mean, you see the cards is up. The cards is up. You know what I mean? The cards are up. And we do cards for TV too, but for features, you really have to make sure, like, okay, that's the beginning, that's the middle, and we have to tie back. That's a surprise, and da 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 da. So it's definitely, that's why I'm shout out to Brooklyn, who's my chief of staff, who's been in here with me in the trenches. So we got stuff cooking. We got stuff coming.
I see. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Lena Waithe, Queen, thank you so much for the time.
Yes,
thank you so much for the blessing of the Shy and all your projects. Okay. All right, check out all her projects. All right. I mean,
check out Queens on Paramount Plus. Check out Beauty on Netflix. Queen and Slim is on Netflix right now. Shy, all 8 seasons if you want to binge or rewatch. I love getting the comments and the text. People say, I'm gonna start over again. I'm gonna rewatch it all over. I'm like, all right, I appreciate that. Run them numbers up, man. And you never know. Paramount may be like, maybe there's a spinoff in there. I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. But y'all keep running it up and keep watching and keep talking about it. Anything is possible. But we definitely will do a reunion show in a decade or so. So you're gonna see us again.
Okay. That'll be great. And know that I am in Vegas.
Oh, okay. You are in Vegas. Okay. So look, I like Sin City. Sin City is something I'm like, I gotta get, because I think that could be dope. I like the idea of a Black woman going to Vegas, trying to figure out who killed her dad and why.
That'd be dope.
All right.
Your boy's here. Holla at your boy. I'm here.
Look, it be so hot in Vegas. It's hot here. I got this fucking beanie on. You got the
yeah, it's hot.
Sweat mustache. It's hot as a motherfucker out here.
I appreciate you. Cool off. Family,
I will.
Show love to the Queen, Lena Waithe. Thank you for your time. I'm gonna see you on the next time. I'll be around. We'll be around.
I'll be around, man. I'll be watching your other reviews. At least it won't be on my shit. I'll be talking about other people.
I appreciate that love. Family, show her love. Lena Waithe in the building, all right? We'll see you soon.
Thank you, man. Peace.
Thank you.
Thanks, bro.
Fam, got the poster for the Shy season finale.
Another fire Vacay JayTV intro. Yeah. First reactions in the building. Final season. Final chapter. Let's go. Yeah.
It says
a boom bap hitting hard with that R&B soul. The shot on the line and we losing control. Final season energy. The stakes staying high. Got the trap drums rolling underneath the south side sky. Victor holding power, but the crown getting heavy. Nucked in the shadows, yeah, you know we staying ready. Emmy trying to survive, keeping Keisha out the rain. While Dollar's ghost is lingering, still feeding on the pain.
This is first reactions, we breaking it down. The final curtain dropping on the kings of the town. With that trap R&B boom bap in the veins. Who gon' fall and who gon' break the chains? Yeah, we watching it all, the drama, the heat. The final season rhythm, rocking the street. First reactions, we breaking it down. First reactions, we breaking it down.
Church, but his mind on the block. Bakari on the edge, ticking down on the clock. Jumma chasing visions, Kevin gone. But remember, that's the winter sets in and the family gets splintered. Street politics heavy. Who gon' live? Who gon' die? Got our eyes on the screen. Gotta watch the goodbye. Every twist, every turn. Yeah, we caught in the zone. Vacay JayTV, we claiming the throne.
Your support.
Yeah. The final season of the shop. First reactions. We out. Another fire intro. Song already.
Boom to the bus. Everybody move to the bus. 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Vacay Jay. thank you for your time. Thank you for the love, every like and every vibe. Hope your holiday's joyful, peaceful, bright. May your dreams come true and your future shine. So tap that like, tap the hype. Hit subscribe, join Vacay J Life. Be kind to each other, you never really know what someone's facing deep down in their soul. Vacay VIPs, MVPs, Vacay fam worldwide. Salute, see you in the next one.